Cap, how we doing? I agree. All right, I think our work session for September 22nd can begin. And everybody's got their agendas, and we'll go through those very quickly. One point, I'd like to meet with the attorney in the back. So, in fact, we could do that right now.
Okay.
All right, do that? Very quick.
Very quick, he said. Wouldn't you call?
Caught myself with some. Yeah, I wouldn't.
No, just be VOL wireless. It's all lowercase. Good.
Helps if you can spell. Wayne, did you ever find that easement stuff? I'm still looking around.
I can't find it either. That's why I thought it would be in the archives, but
Yeah,
I might have James go look. He's pretty good with finding stuff.
Okay.
So I'll have him come down there and take a look,
yeah.
you know, because it's, yeah, yeah.
Where's there?
There's like a spot where there's a big pile of stuff.
Is it in the basement?
I think so. I know you're laughing,
There's
but
some-
that's where they put it all. Well, that's another project too.
Yeah.
Thank you, I gotta write that down. I just remembered that one.
going well with Ashton at the office?
I'm sorry?
Everything going well with Ashton helping out?
Yes, just very good, so.
Good.
Okay. All right. Anybody have any concerns with the minutes of our September 8th meeting?
No?
If not, we'll accept those as read. Abstract audited vouchers look good. Any comments, questions there? All right, then we'll move on to look at correspondence. Have it here somewhere. Okay. They just seem to stick together sometimes. Bear with me a second here. Resolutions, yeah, this will be a batch. Can we get your correspondence in here, Andy? Yeah, we have 6 pieces of correspondence this evening. First is from the Town of Lancaster Building Department, providing report of building permits, applications, and open complaints and inspections. Any comments, questions with that? Correspondence from Jillian Rushman, providing a special events application for a Jilly Bean Community Blood Drive and Lemonade Stand to be held on Saturday, September 27th at 79 Holland Avenue. Any concerns with that?
So that's a great little event. She's been doing that for a few years, and I've donated a few times, and I like it a lot. But just the timing of it, like, do we have a standard, does our code have a standard application time frame for events? Is it like 60 days or something? Because isn't this happening like next weekend?
30 days, I want to
30
say it
days?
is.
Like,
It's in the code.
I believe
Yeah.
it's
60
30.
days in the
Is
code.
it 60 or 30?
Which generally is just forgotten. No one has ever been refused because they didn't,
no, I would not say, I was suggesting refusing it, but maybe we just notify people if we approve their applications, if they came in late, like, kind of like this one did. When we approve it, say, just so you know, we prefer to get them 60 days in advance, just so the DPW can, if they're blocking off parts of the street and whatever, they can prepare. Because I know she asked for some spots blocked off, I believe in front of her house.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, but no reason to hold up the event.
Oh, not at all, not at all.
All right. Correspondence from Thomas Kukaleka, Assistant Chief, providing a special events application for the LFD Auxiliaries Children Halloween Party and Parade to be held on October 30th, 2025, from 6:30 PM to 9 PM. I was contacted by Mayor Peterson and Supervisor Leary, and typically we always hold trick or treating the same night, and they're suggesting on Halloween night, Friday the 31st, from 6 to 8:30 PM. So we can put that in a resolution tonight and get that out of the way. Correspondence from the Greater Lancaster Museum of Firefighting, providing a special events application for the 18th Annual Christmasville Fire Truck Parade to be held on Saturday, November 29th, 2025, at 6 PM on Central Avenue and West Main Street. Any issues with that? Correspondence from the New York State Department of Transportation, providing a reply to a request to enhance the crosswalks on Broadway, US 20 and Burwell Avenue and Court Street, with a determination that the site distance along US 20 at the intersection is adequate for a road with a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, and that no changes will be made to pedestrian accommodations at this time. Receive and file that. And last, the correspondence from Superintendent Cisco requesting to send 3 employees, Brian Lebkowski, Anthony Greeno III, and Paul Rath, to Draves Arboretum for the Municipal Academy on Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. And then we'll go right to resolutions. And First resolution is to approve Ashton Moore, clerk, part-time to work up to 30 hours per week on a temporary basis to assist the Department of Public Works for up to 6 weeks due to the medical leave for another employee retroactive to September 8th, 2025. I believe that employee has returned to work, but we'll need to approve this anyway.
Okay.
Second is a resolution to approve the engagement letter for services from Drescher and Malecki LLP for the audit and preparation of the financial statements for the fiscal year ended May 31st, 2025, the compilation of the annual financial report for the submission to the New York State Controller, and the audit of the Village Justice Court with total fees not to exceed $24,175. Third resolution is to approve the issuance of a request for proposals for architectural and engineering services to complete a comprehensive conditions assessment for up to 3 village-owned facilities. And the last listed resolution is to create 3 positions for the title of Assistant Fire Chief part-time in accordance with civil service rules and regulations contingent upon certification by the Erie County Personnel Officer, and to further appoint Scott Kumi, Thomas Kukaleka, and Michael Reinhold to these positions effective immediately with terms to coincide with the terms of the annual department election for these positions as defined in the bylaws of the Lancaster Fire Department. And that does it for resolutions. Get into committee reports.
We have a public hearing tonight, too.
Yes, we have a public hearing at 7:15, and it's going to be for the St. Mary's speed limit.
Yep.
Finance and claims, Chairman Likely is not here. I don't think there's anything clearing out right now.
Well, for finance and claims, I was going to submit a motion to approve the quote from Wendell for the paper street surveys,
Okay,
because they were the lower quote.
all right. Anything else under finance and claims? Public Works, also Chairman Likely, nothing to report. Public safety, nothing really to report this evening, other than the events, the recent events that were held looked very well. It was the Bill's Watch Party, and then the Fall Fest, which, by the way, was excellent. A lot of compliments all the way around, and no real safety concerns to speak of during those. Building lights and codes, Chairman Likely, nothing. Again, he's not here this evening. Human Resources?
Human Resources, the only thing that I have with the part-time employee covering while there was another employee sickness, that's actually going to go through October 10th. There is another vacation to cover, another absence at the DPW. So her assistance is going to be needed through the 10th of October, but not to continue after that. Other than that, that's all I have.
Okay. Community events?
Community events, my thanks to many people here for Fall Fest, from police department participation, fire department, again, the assistance from PAC, and all of the staff and the employees there, Mr. Young, and all of the staff, the Historical Society, Mary Jo Manin, DPW staff, Caitlin, all helped to make it a fantastic event. We had good weather, so my streak kind of continues here. But it was well attended, and, not much of an issue there. Again, a little bit more of a learning experience for what's needed for next year, as far as, maps and things like that. But again, a learning thing, but no, it all went well.
Very well attended, and a lot of good compliments. Economic development, the only thing I have here this evening is we've been working on an agreement with Mr. Salvatore in the quest for our band shell, and we went through, we can make a motion tonight to submit this to Mr. Salvatore for his approval, and I anticipate a groundbreaking down inside Cuba Creek Park sometime next month. The board will give him plenty of notice. Other than that, I have nothing under economic development. Chairman Likely is not here for report for sewer. Grants, Chairman O'Brien.
I won't go through everything because that means I'll have to do it twice. But there are a few things I just want to highlight. We had a meeting with the DOT for the Central Avenue TAP grant. our engineers had identified some rights-of-way issue along Central Avenue. So we went to the DOT to ask for our options, what their opinions were. And they provided them. It seems like it's going to be a process to rectify those, but we have a meeting next week with the engineering team to kind of just talk about the next steps on that. But we're hoping there would be a simple solution, but they said no to that simple solution, so it's going to be a longer one, unfortunately. But we're still moving forward with it. Let me just glance through here to see if there's anything else I want to highlight right now. No, I think that's it for now.
Okay, anything for trustee O'Brien? Tech and marketing?
I have nothing.
Okay. Climate smart.
So tonight, I'm going to ask that we set a public hearing for the energy projects model law. John had asked, it's in both of our committees, so he just asked me to do it. So I'll set that public hearing tonight, and I would just ask that the board, the text for it that Art prepared, which is, thank you, Art, for the work you put into that, is in the board packet. So if you wouldn't mind giving that a thorough read before next meeting. Also, one other thing I'd like to talk to the board about, Franklin Bronze, they manufacture those bronze plaques that we affix next to the trees for the tree dedication project. They let us know that their costs are increasing, so they have to raise the price of the plaques. They're increasing, so our expense for these plaques has been $342.10. We charge $350 to offset some of the DPW time and the materials to install the plaques. Our cost is increasing to $355. So I'm going to ask the board to, I don't need a resolution for this, but I'm going to just ask the blessing of the board to increase the cost to $365, or the fee to $365. Once again, that's to offset some of our costs and also give a bit of a buffer, because it wasn't clear if shipping was going to be going up or not too. And that way we have a bit of a buffer for that. And finally, in regards to that, I'm going to ask that we add the fee for these plaques to be added to our annual meeting, our organizational meeting. So we're looking at it every year and approving the price for the year. If it changes drastically, we obviously can go back and make a resolution to update it. But this way, it's just kind of on there, and we have a history of it, so we can look back, and if someone forgets, Amy moves on, we can look back and see how much those plaques are. So that's it for that. So if there's no issues with that, I'll just ask that we increase the fee to $365. So it's a $15 increase, but that's.
They're worth it.
Unfortunately, yeah, I think they are. Honestly, I've heard really good feedback from the families that have purchased them or had them purchased for them. And I think it really adds a bit of character to that street.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And that's it for me for now. I'll have more during the meeting, but I'm not going to go through it
Okay.
again.
And department head reports, I'll start with the superintendent of public works. Wayne, your crew, I mean, the outstanding job. Every single time that we've had them come down to do events and the different things, they're just wonderful to work with. The people like working with them. They're very polite, and can't say enough good about them.
Well, thank you very much. I
Wonderful
appreciate it.
job.
And I'll just do a little bit, because we could do it later on too. I was just going to discuss sewers. Just for the last couple of weeks, we started smoke testing and dye testing over again. So we're going through certain sections. So we're going to be at the Stevens Court and Aurora Street this week. So if anybody wants to know, the flyers went out that's going to happen. So then we're going to check to see if we've had issues over there. So we're going to have DePue come and help us with the filming for a day or two. So we're going to check on that. So at least that'll be trying to get through the sewer part for the DEC. So and the rest I can discuss at the.
Okay, very good. Clerk Treasurer Stegmeyer, anything?
Just ongoing audit. I mentioned last time the auditors started field work last week, so they spent a week here, and I think they'll be here through Wednesday, and then they'll be moving on to work on compiling everything. So it comes fast, it gets done fast.
Yeah, well, your office is always on top of things. It makes it a lot easier for them, that's for sure. Code enforcement, that's shown?
Very active, the end of construction, well, the beginning of the end of construction season, and again, the normal complaint investigations and notifications, and we're doing our best to keep up with it all.
We've got no complaints from here. Everything that we've forwarded has been answered promptly, and may not be to the residents' satisfaction, but we're on it, so.
There's a lot of work behind the scenes, and unfortunately, we have to escalate things, which anecdotally will be. But as I say, anything, just reach out.
Thank you so much. Captain Smith?
Just like to mention that Coffee with a Cop is coming up October 1st. Here in the village, there'll be 3 locations, Gabrielle's Bakery, Lancaster Coffee House, and Scoops. Starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's a great opportunity for people in the community to come out and have a conversation with one of our officers, so I encourage.
I think it's a nice collaboration. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it should be a good event.
Attorney Herzig?
Nothing this evening, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, is there anything else board wants to discuss? Not? We got till 7.